Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today is the third day of March, 2025. The time is now 0658 Pacific Standard Time or West Coast time here in the United States where I live. The topic that I am going to speak to this morning will be political miracles. The essence of what I'm saying is not that miracles are worked or made by politicians. In fact, quite to the contrary. But it is as if people in Barbados expected Mia Mottley to be angelic, to walk on water and part the Red Sea. And mind you, she came pretty damn close to doing it, Barbadians, because had she not been elected Prime Minister of Barbados, you would have had probably about 30 or 32 financial downgrades. The country would have skidded into total financial ruin, worse than it is now. And if you think unemployment is bad now and crime, those would have been contributing factors as well. Um, like I said in previous posts, it is my opinion that Mia Mottley is the greatest prime minister Barbados has ever had. In fact, I venture to say that Mia Mottley, in the early stages of the 21st century, will go down in history as one of the greatest leaders the Caribbean has seen. Period. Um, I would welcome debate from anybody on that. Anybody, and all you have to do is just have a mind that's not a convenient mind, a convenient memory, and go back and look at the last DLP administration and look at the lack of leadership from Frondell Stewart and the abysmal way the country was ran. And you tell me if Barbados has not improved under the stewardship of Mia Mottley. Are things perfect? No, I'm not going to say that they are. Do you have issues? Yes, you do. But in my opinion, those issues are workable. You have a whole lot of people out there that's laying into Mia Mottley and this current government, but they forgot the state of affairs of Barbados under the stewardship of the last DLP administration. Some of those same people lived under that last DLP administration. And if my mind serves me right, those in social media and print, I didn't see them write or criticize anyone the way that they're laying into Mia Mottley and criticizing her and saying that what she's doing and what she's not doing. You understand? And we have recent history to tell us that the Democratic Labour Party, which is a complete joke right now, with Ralph Thorne at the helm of it, they can't even organize themselves out of a wet paper bag. And like I stated earlier, if all of Barbados had diarrhea, Ralph Thorne could lead them to the bathroom. So when you look back at what the Prime Minister has done or is doing, she is doing a much better job than the last Democratic Labour Party um, government. And for all those out there, and I put it up with Marcia Weeks, I put it up with others. If you think that she's doing as bad a job as everybody claims that she's doing, bring her on your program. Invite her. Invite her. We went through two elections in Barbados, right? And not a single one of the leaders or so-called leaders of the Democratic Labour Party felt it necessary to debate Mia Mottley. Not one. Verla de Pizza didn't. None of them, not one of them, would debate her. And I will venture to say, if Ralph Thorne grows some testicles and decides that he wants to debate her, stand on a debate stage with her, she'll mop the floor with him. None of them can. So I don't want to hear them. If they can't talk about the political issues in a forum with Mia Mottley present, like a debate, any political party in Barbados, if they can't do that, then they're just, to me, they're as useless as an ashtray on a motorcycle. They're urinating in the wind, as far as I'm concerned. Plain and simple. You know, they all criticize her, but what is Parliament for? They go to Parliament, people like Ralph Thorne doesn't even understand parliamentary procedure properly. He has to be schooled by young members of Parliament. Kirk Humphreys takes him to school. And the Attorney General Dale Marshall school him in Parliament. Not one piece of legislative content has come across the desk in Parliament from Ralph Thorne. Not one meaningful debate, not one intelligent question asked to solve the problems for his constituents and at a wider level for the people of Barbados. He's a waste of time, complete waste of time. So all those people who are lining up to challenge Mia Mottley or to say what a terrible job Mia Mottley is doing, where is the proof that she's doing a bad job? And how could you do a better job, any of you? Any of you. I had Sister Marcia, and I really enjoy Marcia Week's program. And I think that she asked some good questions, but I also asked her to invite me on her program. Why is it that you invite all these other people, Richard Seeley? These people were failures in the last government. You invite them on your program to have a talk session, but you never do Mia Mottley. Where's that fair and where's that balance? Everybody wants to talk about her and criticize her. Where's the fair and balanced aspect of it? She goes along, like she said, she has wide shoulders and she takes on whatever people will say, whatever they will lay at her feet. And she goes on doing the best that she can for the people of Barbados. And lest we forget, the crime wave didn't start under the Barbados Labour Party. It has been exacerbated, but it started under Adriel Brathwaite, who did nothing for 8 years as Attorney General. And don't forget that before Adriel Brathwaite was Attorney General, Frondell Stewart was too, before he ascended to the office of Prime Minister. And he did nothing. So now all of a sudden, you people are going to come out there and make noise about this and make noise about that and talk about money being lost and money being stolen. You had 10 years of corruption under the Democratic Labour Party. Y'all forgot? 10 years. You had CLECO. Has Mia Mottley had a CLECO yet? Under the Democratic Labour Party. 10 years. So when you guys start talking about the Auditor General, go back and look under Frondell Stewart. What issues of the Auditor General did he address? Did anyone in his cabinet address? Y'all forgot. CBC was a mess under Frondell Stewart. Wasn't properly funded. It's never been properly funded. But everybody wants to lay the blame at her feet. Come on, people. Give Jack his jacket. Just don't criticize for the sake of criticizing. Give Jack his jacket. And y'all are not willing to do that. You're willing to damn fillet her open. And sometimes I think it's because of her gender. The fact that she's a female, of the first female prime minister, everybody She's never been dealt a fair deal from the get-go. You guys tried to embarrass her, put her to the side. She sat there. She waited because she was committed to the Barbados Labour Party and to solving the issues of the regular working class Barbadian people. But yet still, everybody and their grandmother is on radio, in print, everybody laying into her. And I guarantee you this, there are a lot of countries out there that will be glad to have Mia Mottley as their prime minister. A lot. A lot right there in the Caribbean, a lot right there in CARICOM. Certainly, I live in these United States. I would be glad if she could be president here. I'm not going to say that I don't disagree with her on some issues, but come on, the vast majority of the issues she handles, and she handles it with dignity and self-respect for the people of Barbados, and we should be proud of her. We are proud of everybody else, and we need to lift her up every now and then. It's a hard job to be prime minister. Frondell Stewart, in 8 years of his leadership, proved that. Before Frondell Stewart, Owen Arthur proved that, because Owen was slipping. He took his feet off of the political gas pedals of Barbados, and he was slipping. You have to admit that. So, my prime minister, the prime minister of Barbados, acquits herself well. Do I criticize her on issues? Yes, I do. Keeping it fair and balanced? Yes, I do. I criticize her government? Yes, I do. Relative to the progress of debate in Parliament. But keeping it fair and balanced, overall, I don't give her a failing grade. I think she's acquitted herself damn well. I think she has led from the front, and she's done it as a seasoned politician and as a great leader. That's what I believe, and I'll stick to that. Thank you very much.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.